The first trailer for Morbius has just dropped. First trailer for Morbius has just dropped. Now, the other day, I put up on my Twitter this image from Morbius. You probably saw it, where of Jared Leto in his kind of vampire form. And I said at the time on Twitter, I said, this movie might be great. It might be total garbage. But the one thing we can say right now is that it looks like they pretty much nailed a great look.
Yes,
for Morbius.
they did.
But, I mean, really, we don't get our first taste until the trailer comes. I'll tell you what, Rob, I said when we talked about the upcoming comic book films in 2020, I said that one of the most interesting ones that has maybe the widest gap between just how bad it could be and just how good it could be was Morbius. Like, I really had no idea. This could have been a total... And it might still be. I loved this trailer. As a first trailer... I absolutely 100% unabashedly loved it. I thought it was great for a first trailer, like not the all-time greatest trailer or anything like that, but for a first trailer, I thought it was really terrific. I have taken my intrigue for Morbius, and I'm quite excited for this film at this point. The way the scoring of the music was great. I thought the shots they chose, they really didn't tell us much about the film as a first trailer. You don't really need to. But you give us the basic bare bones of what it is we're about to get. And I loved that Jared, not Leto,
Jared Harris.
Harris. I love Jared Harris's that line at the end, like how far can we go to fix something that's broken? Until the remedy is worse than the problem, or whatever it was. This is such a great line. But obviously, I don't know how far where I'd have to go to find this, but I want to see if I can find just off the top of my head. Oh, I can't find it here. But at one point, we saw a leaked image. Here we go. We saw a leaked image. And let me see if I can properly get this. I don't know if I can find it or not. But there's an image, and I can't find it here, but that we saw a leaked image of where Jared Leto's walking down an alley. And he comes across, there's a big mural of Spider-Man on the wall with the words written over it, murderer, with the words murderer written over it. I'm like, what? Wait, what? What? There's been some suggestion that now in these last final films, an arrangement between Sony and Marvel, that we could be getting some sort of crossover stuff, but seeing Spider-Man on the wall with murderer, which is of course is a callback to Spider-Man Far From Home, where at the end credits, J. Jonah Jameson outs Spider-Man as a killer and a murderer. I'm like, okay, so is that just, I see that in the trailer, I'm like, is that just like a little Easter egg, just a little fun thing, but not really meaningful? And then this happens. All of a sudden, Michael Keaton pops up to it and says like, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute, time out. I'm not going to pretend I know what this means. I'm not going to say anything definitive and pretending that I know what it means. But Rob, let me throw it over to you. Number one, your basic feelings on this Morbius trailer, and then what did you take out of it? What are you sensing here?
Well, first of all, I've always loved horror combined with superhero comic books. Morbius has been a favorite character of mine for a long time, just like Werewolf by Night. I love the fact that they decided to make a Morbius movie. And I have to say, John, I was dubious about it as well. I'm a huge fan of Jared Leto in the right roles. I love the movie Mr. Nobody that people don't know, but it's one of the finest science fiction films of the last 20 years. I thought he was perfect casting for this because basically he is the vampire Lestat, a rock star who's also a vampire. But in this case, he's a doctor who wants to cure himself. The movie looks like it nails the tone, at least in this trailer. I mean, using a classical music riff throughout the trailer is, I thought, great. The design of everything is great. The feel of it, everything that's going on, having Jared Harris. I mean, talk about classing up the joint. This movie really looks like they're going for broke. It looks, dare I say it, a little highbrow, which I love. I'm always about verisimilitude, as you know. I'm the viceroy of verisimilitude. This movie looks like it has that in spades. The design, the final design of Morbius is so good. I mean, I don't know how much of it we're going to see in the movie, but it's so good. And then, of course, how is this going to tie into the Spider-Man universe? But bam! I mean, I don't quite know what it all means, but oh my God. If we are going to only get 2 more movies with Spider-Man in the MCU and they're going to transition over to what they're building here, color me stoked, John, because it looks like, wow, unlike, say, other big franchises, once again, Marvel and certainly now Sony, they're in cahoots, dude. They're collaborating. Something's going on here. We didn't know this. How do we not know that Michael Keaton was in this movie? They kept it under wraps. They knew what they were doing. They wanted to make us fanboy out and go crazy, and that's exactly what we're doing here on the show. And I think they're doing a wonderful job of it.
And just for those of you, I'm now bringing up there's that spot in the trailer. Of course, you can see the Spider-Man image, which kind of looks like a Spider-Man image from the video game. But there's the Spider-Man image up there with the murder line over there. Look, and I think we should say this right now. We don't know. I mean, this could be a little, let's just explore the possibilities here for a second, okay? There is an argument to be made here that this could be a little bit of trickery on the part of Sony. Sure. To jump on the Marvel train and say, look, this is a tease that maybe it's a part of the MCU when maybe in actuality it's not, and it's just little Easter eggs. Like, it could be Michael Keaton's a totally different character. It could be that is just some random piece of art on the wall that's meant as a little bit of a wink to the audience. That is possible. But I got to say, and I don't know which one it is, Rob. I don't know definitively which one it is.
Me neither.
But I think it's safe to say at this point, it's at least being hinted that this is indeed, to some degree, crossing over with the Spider-Man we know in the MCU. Whether that means they're transitioning that Spider-Man over gradually, whether there'd be any other sort of references to the MCU or not, as yet to be seen. We just don't know what's going on. But it looks like that's what they're teasing, and it's damn tantalizing, dude.
Oh, it is
damn tantalizing at this point. So I don't know. Again, not the best trailer of the year. It's just that this is a movie, this Morbius movie is a film that, again, we've just been in complete fog about. I mean, like, what's it going to be? Is it going to be something really special? Is it going to be something completely terrible? Everybody's questioned the logic about doing a Morbius movie at this point. And understanding all that uncertainty, I think the trailer that we got was pretty damn good. I think the trailer we got was pretty damn good.
You know, it looks, what I love about it, it's embracing the horror elements. I mean, the idea of a doctor who's trying to cure people and trying to cure himself. And I mean, they've nailed his origin, and they're really embracing. I mean, I was too worried that maybe they'll go a little bit more over the top like they did with Venom, but it looks like they're really tonally embracing what Morbius is supposed to be. And I love that. I think it's great. I mean, we're getting, again, different genre of movie, but still adding to the overall tapestry. And I love that.
And I don't want us to get ahead of ourselves because, again, it is just a first trailer.
Right.
And we've seen lots of great trailers to movies that have sucked. Absolutely. And we don't really know what we just saw. But listen, we say this all the time, Rob. The job of a trailer is to take your enthusiasm needle wherever it is, no matter how high or how low, and bump it up a couple of notches. And I've got to say, mission accomplished. You've taken me from being really interested and intrigued by this movie about what it could be to legitimately excited for it. I'm now legitimately excited. So question here is, guys, what did you think about the new and first trailer for Morbius? I personally think it's a winner. Maybe some of you guys weren't as impressed by it at all. Jump down to the comment section below and let us know what you guys think.